Hello, everyone all over the globe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from all over the world. I welcome you very warmly to this live broadcast. Okay, I've had a bit of challenges for a few days now trying to do a live broadcast. Okay, and it kind of tried to demoralize me, but um, I said at this stage, at this stage of all our effort, to make TBC what the admin of TBC wants it to be, it encouraged me to continue fighting and ensure, that whatever needs to be done has to be done for us to get to our ultimate destination as far as TBC is concerned. And so that's the reason I will continue, to look for other platforms, okay, that can showcase what TBC stands for, its mission, its activities, all over the globe. I've always said it, TBC is divine, okay? Flesh and blood do not reveal it to TBC admin, all right? And since I got that understanding, I had never looked back, okay? And I will never look back, God helping me, and God helping the entire community of TBC globally. We will get to our ultimate destination because it's just all about showing love to humanity. Okay, that's what it's all about. And I know that a lot of people know that God is love. So this is what will make God happy. And that's what has encouraged me on to be part of those that change the world positively. Okay? So this morning, I want to welcome all of you that are watching all over the globe as Bring Up admins one of his latest posts, and which I believe will help in encouraging a lot of members to to take what we are doing seriously. Okay, we need to support all the efforts of admin from beginning up to this point. And he's not just doing it for himself, he's doing it for the entire humanity to benefit, all right, to eradicate global poverty through, establishing and enduring abundance and prosperity. That's the mission of TBC, and we must understand it. And whatever we have to do to support it, we have to do it without really complaining. Who are we complaining to? This is, the mission that all of us are undertaking to ensure its fruition comes to fruition. Like I've always said, God willing, it is a mission possible. And so this is not the time, that we should start casting aspersions and look as if we are not speaking with one voice. Okay? TBC is all about love, it's all about respect. And so we are united. We should be united, speaking with one voice. Okay? So I want us to relax and listen to this post. And at the end of it, I'm sure a lot of us will have a rethink so that we don't get distracted. All right? The policy that I'm going to share with us now, which TBC posted on the blog, is part of the sacrifices we have to make. You can't achieve anything great without making, serious sacrifices. We have to sacrifice. All right? Because we know where we are headed. We know what we are doing. It's not in vain. And we have the capacity to do it. So let's support admin. I'm sure by the time I finish, reading this, because I want to read the whole article. And I believe that we will, at the end of it all, have a rethink and continue to team up with admin. Okay? Well, I can't share my screen at this point in time. And so I will have to Zoom and read to us the whole article. So I just want us to relax and hear what the post is. And of course, we know in TBC that part of our system, part of TBC system is to study the blog daily. TBC admin encourages every TBCian to study the blog daily. Educate yourself through the blog, through TBC blog. Educate yourself. Get yourself updated. We all need to know what is going on within TBC community. Okay, so let's always go to the blog. So I can't share my screen, but I will read it out to us all the same. Just listen attentively and get the gist. And then you're also encouraged to go to the blog yourself. Okay, to the blog, read it several times over and understand it. But in case you don't, even after you have read it, get in touch with me. Okay? Get in touch with me and I will help you and explain those things that you do not understand. Okay? All right. The title of the blog post is Consider the Alternative. Consider the Alternative. It's an article I read. There are some that have expressed a concern about the policy to hold the TBC billionaires accountable starting on September 1st, 2019. Let's consider the alternative. What would happen if we allow the TBC billionaires to just sit back and sleep? If you look closely at the numbers in the Bitcoin contests, they tell you exactly what will continue to happen if we don't hold the TBC billionaires accountable. Do you see that we only have 200 to 300 members doing any recruiting? It has been that way for many months now. Should we just not care and let whatever happens happen? In other words, should we just let TBC fail due to a lack of effort and participation? What happens to the millions and billions in your TBC wallet if we fail and die? Failure is the alternative to this new policy. Haven't we all put something of value into TBC over the course of 3.5 years? I have poured sweat, blood, and tears into building TBC, and I'm certainly not going to allow TBC to die. We need to pump up the numbers, and we must pump them up now. Consider the alternative carefully before you start expressing your concerns about the policy. Also, remember, if you are one to express this concern, then you are part of the problem leading to the death of TBC. If so, you are exposing this about yourself. Do you really want to be seen that way? So, what is the big deal about this policy? Is it the monthly payment of the admin fee, or is it the requirements needed to become a full-timer in TBC? Let's examine this. The admin fee is about $22 a month. Do you think we have been collecting enough admin fees to cover the costs to build a community of 1 billion and provide them all the support they require from the admin side, or enough to build a blockchain and wallet system to meet the needs of doing billions of transactions a day securely? So let me get this straight. You think $22 a month is too much to ask from you to turn you into a billionaire? Where else can you become a billionaire? That's right, nowhere. If you think $22 a month is too much, then it is hopeless for you to ever become a millionaire, let alone a billionaire. Only in an emerging new economy that is in its distribution phase is any of this even possible. You are lucky enough to have found us now. If you really believe you are too poor to pay $22 a month, then be happy to move down to the millionaire zone, because your belief about yourself is preventing us from turning you into a billionaire. That is an option for you now. Return the distribution that will turn you into a TBC billionaire and accept the position of being a TBC millionaire instead. This policy only affects those holding one whole TBC coin or more. So it doesn't impact those holding less than that. In other words, the TBC millionaires. You don't have a choice regarding this policy. You can't keep a whole TBC coin without stepping up and meeting the requirements. So, what is the problem with becoming a full-timer? I hope it isn't the need to have a complete profile or the need to watch a recent send button meeting, which are part of the steps to become a full-timer. If it is, you are in sorry shape and really shouldn't be a billionaire. So perhaps it is the requirement to recruit 2 people into TBC that is upsetting you. Maybe you lack the belief in yourself and your ability to recruit 2 paid sign-ups. Doesn't the August promo help you to accomplish this? The 2 admin credits you will get cover the cost for these paid sign-ups. Doesn't that help you to meet this simple requirement of signing up 2 new members into TBC? I mean, really, if you can't sign up 2 new members when it is free for them to sign up, then you really can't recruit at all. Recruiting is and always has been about having enough belief in something. Most important, having a belief in yourself. The cream is rising to the top, and this new policy is already having a positive impact on the true believers within TBC community. These believers support admin's decision to hold the TBC billionaires accountable. Would you rather have a $1 or $1,000? That is the difference between a TBC millionaire and a TBC billionaire. For every $1 a TBC millionaire has, a TBC billionaire will have at least $1,000. The rewards are 1,000 times higher for the TBC billionaires than it is for TBC millionaires. Shouldn't the TBC billionaires be expected to do more than the TBC millionaires? These believers agree with that principle and are happy to do what is required of them to be a TBC billionaire. In fact, all of the TBC billionaires should be broadcasters too. But that is not a critical need at this time. But it will be later when our size becomes more noticeable in the world, and we must exercise our voices to stand up for our beliefs. I really appreciate all of the support I have been getting from these leaders, and that they stand united with me on this new policy. Don't you want to be a part of something that has strength at the top of it? Success is assured as a result of this policy, and they know it is true. Growth happens in stages, and what we expect out of growth goes up and up. The bigger something grows. We don't expect a baby to do much except eat and sleep, right? They don't emerge out of the womb talking, right? We don't expect a child to join the army and fight for their country, right? That would be ridiculous. TBC is something that is growing, and just like anything else, we expect it will have the power to do more things the bigger it gets. But we don't want to pretend that everything is set in stone today when it comes to TBC. We are growing, and we need these challenges to make us stronger so that we will keep on growing. Use some common sense when analyzing TBC and what the admin is doing. Trust in the process. Just look at how far we have come so far and how much we have overcome already. TBC is making history, and I hope your name will show up in it as one of the important people in our story that is unfolding. All right, so that is the end of that thought-provoking article. All right. Let's have a rethink. As many as are having issues with it, please and please, I encourage you to have a rethink, because what admin has indicated here is something that will move us further and further up, up, up. Okay? We have come a long way to start, bringing up dissenting voices. All we need now is get together, support admin, and let's achieve our ultimate goal. Let's get to our ultimate destination. And like I said from onset, it is a mission possible. It is doable. Yes, we can. Where there's a will, there will always, always be a way. So let us get behind TBC admin right now. It's a word of encouragement because I know from the one that TBC is divinely sent to all of us through TBC admin to liberate the world from poverty, from misery, from hunger. And that is what we must all focus and do. We are doing it. We are moving well. We have overcome so many challenges as TBC admin was leading and urging us all, encouraging us all to stand firm till the end. And I believe the end is very close. So let us not be discouraged now. Let us not sing discordant tunes because we must get there. Okay? So I will have to end it here. I thank you so very much for as many as are listening at this point in time. I've always offered on my live broadcasts, to help, to assist, because it's all part of the sacrifice that we all have to embark upon to help us achieve, to help the community, TBC community, to achieve all this all-important goal, okay, to liberate humanity, okay, financially. All right, so I offer to help, to teach you, to assist you, to mentor you, to train you about all you need to know within TBC community. Okay, so get in touch with me. If you go below this video, okay, after my broadcast, you will see the description section that contains details of my contact. Quickly get in touch with me, and the rest will be history. Thank you so very much once again. So I draw the curtain. Goodbye, and God bless you all.